It's your boy Reese the Beast from the Gaming Advisory. I'm just here to talk to you guys about our new up and coming review of the Batman The Killing Joke. Just want to say, movie was okay. I give it a 8.5. Did everything it was supposed to. There was a couple of things I did not like. Um, Batman and Barbara Gordon's relationship, them being sexually involved with each other. That's was a little bit, against the grain for me. I didn't like it, but I understood why. It made the story a little bit more cohesive on why her getting shot in the stomach would devastate Batman and give him a little bit of the motivation. Not because in the comic book you really don't know what Batgirl is. She's more used as a plot device, not as in anything else. But here she gave some substance. You kind of see her in action the first 30 minutes of the movie. So the first 30 minutes of the movie, she's running around. She has a little arc with a mob boss. He goes, tries to frame her for, well, not frame her, take her on some wild goose hunt or goose chase of her, looking for the killer of the mob boss. He's killing the mob boss, taking the money. He's basically doing a takeover, and he's like infatuated with her. With him being infatuated with her, he goes, finds her. She beats the shit out of him, and when she beats the shit out of him, she sees that Batman, that she snapped the abyss that Batman was talking about, and you see her in action. You get a little bit more connection and why Batman is protecting her, and then at the end they go and have sex on top of i.e. the church or wherever on the rooftop. And then after that, Batman is avoiding her, like, yo, you can't do this. We gotta, it turns into like a little kid drama. And that's what I didn't like. Batman's avoiding her instead of having that fucking conversation with her, to ensure her, but like, yo, this is only one thing. See, that's just something that I think Batman would never do. He would always make sure that he would be on point, and just make sure everything's good. So that was just one of the things I didn't like on it. But then from there, they get back to normal after she quits. Right after that, a couple weeks later, she quits, saying, I understand you can't be out there trying to protect everybody and have your mind wandering protecting me, and so she quits, which makes sense. It makes sense in this story. Just the problem is that, like I said, I'm not used to Batman and Batgirl, being together like that. So I'm gonna get off of that. From then he goes to the Joker. He's like, listen, man, I know we're gonna kill each other. The way we go at it is just, it's gonna end up with somebody dying. That's the only way. And from there, he goes, you know what? I'm gonna go see Joker about this. He goes see Joker and find out it's not Joker. Joker is really just holding things down in this carnival that he bought, killing everything, and he's setting up a scene for him and Batman to finally meet and have a fight. And so he goes to Barbara Gordon's apartment with her dad, with Jim Gordon there, and he shoots her in the spine. He paralyzes her, takes some indecent pictures with her. Also, it's alluded to that she might have been raped, and she's just all fucked up. He takes pictures, and he goes and grabs Jim, takes Jim to the carnival. There, he tortures Jim, puts him in a fucking cage, has him ass naked, just walking around, and he got all the people, the freak show, sideshow, the carnival people with him, and they're torturing Jim Gordon. They got him in a noose, well, like a chain around his neck. He's naked, and then they're like putting him on rides where they can see, where they're showing him nude pictures of his daughter and stuff like that, just torturing the shit out of him. And then Joker says something like, what do you do when you see somebody breaking the law and just taking the law into their own hands? And Jim Gordon says, throw the book at him. He's like, but I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about Batman. Basically, the Joker is trying to make everybody understand that if they had one bad day, they could either they will go insane too. And then you see the backdrop of when he turned to the Red Hood and why he was doing it, to protect his family, to make sure that the kids that he had his unborn baby is fully taken care of. He has a wife, and during that flashback, you see that she was testing one of the bottle warmers, and the bottle warmer exploded in a 1 to 1 million chance and kills his wife and their baby. And once that happens, it's just all hell goes loose. He's like, I don't know what to do, but he already planned to do this heist. They don't let him out of the heist. He goes and does the heist. Everything goes wrong. He falls into the vat, and the Joker is born. The scene, and this is scene for scene from the comics, really, really, really good, really put together. Even the scenes, the wording, the verbiage, the lines out of there are from the comic. One particular scene is when they're fighting in the hallway, and he throws Joker through the window right at the end. The Joker gets the gun, pulls the gun out on him, and shoots, and it ends up being one of the prop guns that says click, 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 or bang, and they start laughing. And then while the Joker is being, detained by Batman, he says, I just have a joke to tell you. And the joke is that there's two people in the insane asylum, and they want to break out. So they break out. And as they go to the top of the roof, they look and say, okay, yeah, there's a narrow way to freedom. And so the first one runs and goes in, he goes across. And he yells to the other guy, say, listen, come on and run across. He's like, I'm scared. He said, well, I got a flashlight. Don't worry, I'll let it light the whole way through. He's like, no, you won't. Halfway, as soon as I get halfway, you'll turn it off and I'll fall to my death. And he was like, they sit there in silence, and Batman starts laughing. Then the Joker starts laughing. Then you see them both laughing, and then you see Batman's hand goes to Joker's chest. And then they're still laughing, and then you don't hear the Joker, you just hear Batman laughing. So it leaves it a little bit ambiguous, just like in the story, if Batman actually kills him, if Batman actually just brings him in. Because at one point, this was only supposed to be a one-shot. So it was well received, so good that it ended up being bringing Borden into canon. So with that being said, you do know, since it was Borden in canon, you do know that he doesn't kill him. But with it being a one-shot, you don't know. So that was pretty good. After that, you find out that, well, you really don't find out. It goes back into the, scheme of things where if it's, Batman and Joker goes back, fighting each other, assuming that he goes back to Arkham. So, my overall take on this is probably an 8.5. Really good. Still not the best Batman movie. To me, I still think the best Batman movie is Under the Red Hood, followed by Mask of the Phantasm. So, I would give it like top 4, top 5. So it is in the top 5 Batman movies. Really, really, really good. Only reason is that 15 minutes of, the Batman and Barbara, relationship. I didn't like that. So that was the only back there. But everything else was super dope, super good. I would recommend it. I recommend reading the comic first, getting that original feel, and seeing how you feel about this. So. The comic's about like 60 pages, written by Alan Moore. Really, really good. So I really think you should take it out. That's my review on The Killing Joke from Batman. Check us out every Wednesday or Sunday or so for our podcast. This is Reese the Beast from TGA, The Geek Life. Hollering at you. Thanks, guys. Smash the like button. Tell me if you like it. You can find me at the Gaming Advisory or at Reese the Beast on Twitter. So check me out. 1.